Great morning, great morning, great morning, world. Corinne here on another Dimensions of Wellness in my car chronicles. All right, so excuse my appearance. I don't even have an eyeliner on to save my life. I am doing this hyaluronic acid serum glow treatment, so I'm not putting anything on my face, so just my natural skin. Anyway, so today's lesson, it's very interesting. I actually recorded a video yesterday, but then I got a call and it cut it off, and by that time I got to work and I totally forgot to post, so we're gonna do it again today. So today's lesson is on making sure that you are not discouraged and being encouraged. All right, so by now you should be pretty much close to reading that book, listening to that audiobook that I posted. It's the blue one in my feed. If you did not see it, our goal is to read one new book every single week that has something to do with wealth building, finance, something around the whole money, since this is our financial detox month. Just a couple days ago, I hit this lull. I mean, and I'm very transparent. My lulls now do not last as long. All right, so my lulls used to last like a day, 2 days, a week, sometimes even a month. And so I have actually been praying to God for discernment to make sure that I can tell the difference. I can tell when these lulls are happening so I can get out of them quickly, and I can recognize what they are. As I mentioned in all of my posts, there's like this cycle that we have as human beings, and I am definitely trying to make sure that I capture these cycles for my life to ensure that I am successful in my human journey. And so one of the cycles that I have noticed, and you can let me know in the comments if you've had this exact same thing happen, is that you start getting discouraged when you're doing something good or right. And so in this season of the financial detox, it's very interesting. I got hit with, I'm in the process of saving money. I'm in the process of being wiser with my money. I'm in the process of understanding my relationship to money, understanding where my relationship to money came from. And all of a sudden, it was just like, but can you really do this? I mean, you're not at multi-millions yet, though. All the things that you're trying to do require you to have more money, and you're not there yet, though. And at that moment, I realized there was like this pesky little thing of negativity that was still lingering in my spirit. So I had to call a thing what it was, and I realized it was trying to discourage me. And so what I realized is that I was stepping outside of my bubble. Now, some of y'all know I like talking in analogies, so flow with me on this one. I tried to live my life as if I am in a bubble. Okay, y'all have seen those bubbles, that when you were a kid and you blow the bubbles and they're really pretty, and you look at them in the light and they shimmer and they change colors and stuff like that. But they're very fragile. So I live my life in this bubble of happiness and light and glow and energy and just positivity, right? Now, as I'm floating around in this bubble, every now and again, I realize I get to the edge of the bubble and I look down, I'm like, wow, there are a lot of thorns around me. Now, the moment I start worrying about the thorns, the moment I start stressing about the thorns, the moment I start seeing my little bubble drift closer and closer to the thorns about to pop, and then it just freaks me out. So if you find that you start to notice, and people call it, oh, I'm a realist, oh, this is reality. Yeah, whatever. I think reality can be whatever you make it. And so if my reality is sitting inside of a nice, cute bubble, then that's my reality. One thing that I've noticed is not to focus on the thorns. Focus on what I do have. Focus on where I am. One thing I've noticed that when I'm inside that bubble, I have peace. I am calm. I have energy. I have light. I can look around. I'm like, oh, there's beautiful colors. There's beautiful things. I am so thankful. I am so grateful. And that's the space that you need to be in. Yes, there are thorns around. The thorns are going to be there. They're supposed to be there. All right? Because not everybody's meant to make it to the top. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. It takes a certain few to get there. The roads to heaven is narrow. So you have to be one of those people that's going to fight, that's going to push, that's going to motivate yourself and motivate others in order to do it. So as you're on this financial journey, you'll start to notice maybe the little pesky thing is like, oh, but you don't have money to pay your electricity bill. Oh, but you don't have money to pay your water bill. Oh, you don't have money to pay your rent. Why are you over here trying to save money? Why are you over here trying to put money to the side? Just realize that's a voice of negativity, and you need to claim that for what it is and cast it out and just say, you know what, I do have money for all of this, and I don't know where it's going to come from, but mailbox money, let's make it happen, right? And so you need to live inside your bubble. Okay, so that was my lesson that I wanted to talk about yesterday. I went further in depth anyway. So I also want to talk about this book. So I know a lot of you, if you've started reading this book, you're starting to get a little discouraged about the book because he talks about numbers a lot. Realize that this book was written by a millennial, and I know if you're like me, we're kind of out of that age range. And he talks a lot about if you're saving money when you're in your 20s, where you would be, but you may be in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 80s listening to this video, right? And you're just like, well, this is not about me. Realize that a lot of the books that we're listening to may not directly impact your current situation, but it's not meant to necessarily impact 100% your current situation. Glean from it what you can, the little nuggets, to make you better in your transition throughout this month. So although there are a lot of things that I don't relate to, he talks a lot about corporate America. As y'all know, I'm a full-fledged entrepreneur. So that section of the book, it doesn't relate to me. However, I used to be in corporate America, so I can understand. But it's more of, if I'm, look at it this way. If you are an entrepreneur and he's talking about corporate America, but you are trying to make your business a corporation, it affects you. See what I did there? Talking about saving, it doesn't really matter where you are in your savings plan as long as you start today. So he has a lot of great nuggets and a lot of great gems. Make sure you're listening to it. Make sure you, if you have it on Audible, make sure you're reading it. If you truly love it, I definitely say sow a seed and buy the book. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I'm a strong believer that you should sow your seeds into the things that bring life into you. So make sure you're reading the book. Don't get discouraged. Even through the book, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged by your present situation if you aren't where you're supposed to be. All right? And remember the things that we're supposed to do this month. We're supposed to claim ourselves as money magnets. Every time you see money, pick it up. It belongs to you. Make sure that you're saving, set money aside. One thing that I have realized that I think I'm going to start doing to pay off like credit card debt and stuff like that, every single day, take money, send it away. Because I realize things happen at the end of the month, and I've had this place where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to save $20 every day, and at the end of the month, I'm going to pay this bill, blah, blah, blah. And then inevitably something happens, and I no longer have the money that I was actually going to use. I've also tried taking money and putting it into a separate bank account and going, oh, well, I'm not touching that bank account. That bank account's just for bills, and then I'm going to send it off at the end of the month. That didn't really work either. So I think what I have to do is actually get the money out of my hands. So I don't even know, and y'all can let me know if creditors accept stuff like that, but I may actually just pay a bill every single day. So my credit card bill, I don't have that many, but my credit card bill, I mean, if my goal is to pay, save $20 a day, I may just pay them $20 a day, just send it off electronically, and that way it's out of my hands and it's in their possession. And so by the end of the month, I will have met that goal. So I think that is going to be one of my strategies that I'm going to try to do. And I actually got that lesson by listening to the book. He didn't say that specifically, but what it did, it jogged my mind and was like, you know what? I can start doing this. So make sure you're listening, you're reading, you're fueling your mind, you're energized. Go work out, drink your water. I am getting so much better at this. Look at this, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. Now, I did work out this morning, and I did take some pre-workout, and so a lot of this water got gulped down during my little workout session. However, at the end of the day, it's getting there. Comp prep, whoop, whoop. So if anyone is with me trying to lose weight, track my results, track what I'm doing, stay with me, y'all can do it too. right, so this is once again your financial detox information. Make sure that you've watched some of the other videos because everything is compounding on each other. And we're in this thing. We're mid-month. All right, don't get discouraged. Be encouraged. Love each and every single one of you. Ciao for now.